Hey, beautiful soul, welcome in for your weekly reading energy potentials for Friday, October 11th through Friday, October 18th. I know last week was challenging looking in the energy, and I want to really dive in and see what this week has for us. It is a mixed bag. So this first card we have is the Star. Now, the good thing about this is this really is putting you on notice that no matter what is showing up for you, whether it feels challenging, whether it feels smooth, whether it is things in your own life or going on with the people that you're connected to, you are being divinely guided. Think of this as like the North Star. But she also is tempering this water. If you notice, she has one pitcher pouring into the water, 1 foot in the water, one pitcher pouring onto the ground, 1 foot in the ground. So making sure that you're using both your logical, rational mind and the emotion here, and paying especially some attention to your emotion. How do you feel about the situation? Not in a I'm happy about it, I'm sad about it, but what is this action, momentum, situation triggering for me? Is it triggering something from the past? Is it reminding me of the way that I'm trying to show up, for example? But making sure that you're taking time to tune into your guidance. I know we talk about this a lot on the podcast, Spirit Speakeasy. I'd love it if you would listen if you're not already. How it's about building a relationship with your intuition, not just reaching for it in a wishful thinking kind of a way when you need it, but having that relationship with those inner nudges all the time, so that when you are receiving a bit of inspiration, a bit of divine guidance, a bit of a star shining up above to guide you, you already can sense what that feels like. Make sure you're creating time to tune in. Make sure that you're either going for walks or spending some time journaling so you can get the guidance that you need through this little couple week patch. This next card is good news. This is 6 of Pentacles. This card is often representative of giving and receiving gifts. So maybe you are giving a gift of time or abundance or an actual material gift, or maybe you are receiving some unexpected gifts. But remember, this emotion of gift giving, exchanging gifts really is in the spirit of love, of friendship, of abundance. So are there areas in your life where you can open your heart to give and receive just a little bit more as part of this energy? And even as I'm saying it, I'm aware that there's an element of reminding us about the give and take. Now, this next card is kind of right along the lines of this first one. This is the Moon. So if you notice, there's this big, beautiful full moon. A full moon has to do with things coming to the surface, emotions being deeper, bigger, maybe more highlighted for us. But it also has to do with things going on behind the scenes, the hidden, right? Because sometimes in the night sky, we don't always see the moon. So this element of there being intuitive things happening behind the scenes, under the cover of darkness, of nighttime, so to speak. Really just be able to trust this week that your team of guides and inspirers and everyone that you have supporting you on the other side is there supporting you. It might just feel like a bit of a challenging time this couple weeks. Now, it's reminding you that with the energy of whatever happened for you last week, that you do have some guidance, you do have a direction that you're feeling nudged in, or there's one available for you to feel nudged in. But just know there's lots going on behind the scenes that might not be the same as what meets the eye. So even if you're seeing, hearing, experiencing something, if you have intuition or inner knowing that there's more going on here, I know this person's saying this, but I'm feeling like there's something I don't know about this. See if you can trust that feeling, and at the very least, make a note of it. Now, this next card goes right along with this guidance. This is the Chariot. So again, we're going to be feeling the speeding up of the energy this week and probably into next week. And maybe it is in correlation with whatever happened for you last week. But remember, in this 8 year, again, it's that up and down of energy, fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow. This is going to be a picking up of the pace again. And sometimes when the pace picks up, we are less inclined to pay attention to where we're being divinely guided, to pay attention to our intuition, to get still and be available for that small voice. So even if things feel very busy or feel very up in the air and like you're getting tossed around in the waves is often how I feel with it, just be knowing that this is the time to make space to tune into that intuition. That is the time to be asking for signs, for example, for help along the way. This last card, I think we saw this last week. This is Five of Wands. Now, this is just letting you know that there might still be an undercurrent of what feels like could be to the degree of combative. It could be passive aggressive. It could be just disagreements and like butting heads, that energy, depending on what's going on in your life and what is showing up for you. Now, this can be in any area of your life. It can be in work. It can be with loved ones. It can be in friendships even, which are also loved ones. It can be as it relates to a close friend in your life. Maybe they are having a strong disagreement that's going on for them. So the energy's there. The reason that I'm highlighting this so much is I want to remind you, with what we've just been talking about, this is a good week to be slow to speak, slow to anger, slow to take action. Meaning, it doesn't mean you can't put pieces in place. It doesn't mean you can't put phone calls in or out. It doesn't mean you can't be considering the information, but don't rush to judgment. Don't be hasty. Remember, there are always many sides of a story happening. There's always inspiration and guidance. There's always intuition. And sometimes with this kind of conflict energy or confrontational energy that can be just happening in the world, and this very fast-paced energy that we're stepping into this week, it can be this feeling of needing to just hurry up and get things done, hurry up and make the decision, hurry up and say the thing to move things forward. So it's a little bit contrary, right? This energy is what we might be feeling and experiencing, but remembering that we need to be going within, we need to be taking our deep breaths, we need to be intentionally responding and not reacting. And even as I'm saying this, please know there are no perfect people. I'm not perfect. I still make mistakes all the time. I still have to remind myself of this. So it's great to listen to these weekly readings so that you can kind of keep it top of mind. And as situations are coming across, it could even be that you're feeling like, man, everyone's really grumpy out in the world. There's a lot of road rage. People just seem very stressed and agitated, and knowing that you can choose to respond to that energy in a calm way. Maybe you're just going to let everyone go in front of you and it's not a big deal. Maybe you're going to expect delays. Maybe you're going to expect to have to wait a little bit longer at that appointment, and you're going to already have the intention of, yes, this is possible, that things might not be so smooth in the overall energy this week, but I can be listening to my intuition. I can be listening to my guidance and inspiration. I can be getting still and really trying to be grounded and balanced in my own energy. So let me know what is going on for you these couple weeks. What is showing up in the energy for you, and how are these energies playing out in your world and in your life? Big hugs, lots of love. I told you guys we're going to need to buckle up for this final quarter of the year. The energy is a lot. So I am sending you lots of love, and I hope that everything's going well for you. Bye for now.